Good morning, everyone. It is currently 1 minute until 6 a.m. and we are sitting in the garden cafe for breakfast. Now, we didn't realize that the actual breakfast doesn't open until 7. There is still some kind of breakfast here, but it's not like the eggs and bacon and oatmeal and all the fruit spread and omelets and all that stuff. It's just basically like pastries, and because I want to be in line for a tender ticket, I just took what was available, and my dad says he's gonna wait till 7, but this is what I got: a chocolate croissant, a cinnamon roll, and 2 apple turnovers. We're still about 2.5 hours away from Isafjordur, but here are our first views of Iceland. I got in line at 6:55, 7 a.m. I was the 5th person there, and I managed to get group 1 tickets, so that's exciting. But the line, there were probably 200 to 300 people in it. So it just shows that you need to get there like over an hour early. This is what it looks like from the other side of the ship. There's already a ship in port today. It is currently 8:58 and our tour does not start until 11, but as you can see, we are sitting on the tour bus. We took our paper to the buses and he's like, I can squeeze you in right now. So that's awesome. We're going on the early morning tour. So I don't think I explained what we're doing today. So we are going to see, I think, the Dynjandi Waterfall and some Icelandic horses, and our tour is with Travel Iceland, and I will be sure to put their link in the description below.
But look at these mountains here, at least what we can see of them. They're gorgeous, aren't they? But they are also a threat. See, here in the West Fjords, there are no earthquakes here or volcanic eruptions. But what they have to deal with here is avalanches. So you see these mounds at the foot of the hill? These are avalanche barriers. And they need them. You see, winters here are much harder and longer than, for example, in Reykjavik. Eftir bjartan daginn kemur nótt. Ég harma það en samt ég verð að segja. Ég glái út glugga minn, hvort gangir þú hliðið. Mér alltaf síðust ég sjái þig. Rýni út rifurnar, mér finnst ég sjá þig allstaðar, þá napurðir, hægir hér og nístir mig, en horfið nú sumarið.
The cake that what you're eating, guys, it's a happy marriage cake. That's what we say here. And back in the days, actually, the ladies were asked to make this cake in order to prove they're worthy for the husband. So if they would make this cake properly and correct, they would have a happy marriage, everything would be pink, you know. We're not doing this anymore, hopefully, and I would say it's a quite pretty easy recipe. You cannot mess it up unless. And fun fact about this farm over here is that the sun sets in November, and the next time when we're seeing it actually is the 20th of January. So that's around 3 months of pitch black over here. The only light that we have is the electric lights.
She's 1 year and 3 months old. She is really spoiled, and you've probably noticed that. She will do everything for what's in this bucket. And if I do not give her this, she will either kick or bite. She is the princess of the farm. And she is in free training, but I've just been rewarding it way too much.
Oh, maybe she can't see well.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh dear.
If I could see
Come here.
all the way through.
Hi.
Way bigger hole.
Hi.
And they're a bit bulkier. See this one? This is Zoe. Welcome to pets. She loves pets. She just became a weird dog. And if you can notice, she's got this orange band in her left ear. I don't know if you can all see it, but what that means is she gets to live. She gets to become a breeding sheep. And the reason why is because her mother, she also abandoned her. I will forgive her mother for that, because the reason why she abandoned her is because she's old. She's 9 years old. Not her, obviously, her mother. And at that age, a lot of things stop working. Kind of just like with us, like the digestive system, the muscles, they're becoming old. Yeah, there's a cat. This is Frida. Her name is Beauty. She owns the barn. She keeps the mouse population in check, so she's great.
Hjarta mínu hefur skíma völd Í æsku léttu ís og myrkur jólin Nú einn ég sig vetrarkvöld Í eitt sinn verða allir menn að deyja Eftir bjartan daginn kemur nótt Ég harma það en samt Ég verð að segja að sumarið það líður allt of fljótt.
The tour guide told us that part of this is wheelchair accessible, so there are paths over there, and then afterwards we just go up with steps. It's actually wheelchair accessible for quite a long ways. Like, I'm getting closer and closer, and you can still go. So I'll show you where it ends. So it ends right here at that waterfall, but I'm going to continue to go up, and this is not wheelchair accessible. My goal is to get all the way up to the top. So I have these steps to go, and then I'm at the very top. Almost at the top. This is beautiful up here. So the time is 11:02, so it took me 20 to 25 minutes. This is the very top. Not a big hard hike, but definitely uphill all the way, obviously. But totally recommend, totally worth it for this view, and then like all of these little waterfalls. And then the buses are way down there. I would allow yourself like 15 minutes for photo stops along the way, and then 25 minutes going up, maybe half an hour, and then probably the same amount going back down. Our tour was only here for an hour and 10 minutes, so I didn't want to cut it too close to the bus, or else I would have gone a bit slower, and I would have also gone or stayed longer at the places. But because we're a group tour, I didn't want to make everybody fall behind. The tour guide gave us the option of being dropped off at the port or downtown. We chose downtown. There is a certain restaurant that, if we can go, that I want to try some specific like pastries at, and so it's a 5-minute walk from where he dropped us off. So this is where we are going. Kaffihus Bakarans. Maybe bakery, but in English it's the coffee house. This is a kleine. That's something Google recommended. And then this is a cane panel filletta. And then this one is an apricot sunita. So this one is all gone. But my dad said it kind of tasted like a cinnamon roll. He said this one kind of tastes like an apple fritter without the apples. You kind of have to chew it for a long time to like really get a taste other than like a croissant taste. And I'm not really sure what this one tastes like, but it's really good. Now we are heading in the direction of the West Fjord History Museum, I think it's called. Yes. And it is in the direction of the ship, which is over that way somewhere. That's not our ship. But it's about a 10-minute walk in the direction of the ship from Kaffihus. So this is what you're going to see. And over there is the restaurant. And in here, this brown building is the museum. So this is a curiosity cabinet, and I opened this, and then this is Icelandic soap. And then if I open this one, I think they're just horns. There you go. And then this one has some reading. These are matches. Importing of matches began in the late 19th century. And then we'll do one more. Oh, key. Ancient keys used to be in all shapes and sizes, and the use of this key here is unknown. Okay, so now I'm going up to the viewing tower. Here's this, and there's that, and there's that, and there's that. That's a pretty nice view. We are going to head back to the ship. Not that there isn't a lot to do in Isafjordur itself. I just have most of that planned for next time, which is in about 2 weeks, I'd say, a week and a half. So stay tuned for that. Tonight we had dinner, really good again, and then we went to the show by the production cast, bands on the run. Their singing and dancing was really good. I just wasn't a fan of the content of the show. It was kind of really risque. And then after that, I went and got my free jewelry with Mary, and then we met my dad and Ron, Mary's husband, up at the top of the garden cafe, and then we all just chatted for an hour. We had a really good day in Isafjordur, and I will see you tomorrow in Akureyri.